Round 2, we have the choice. And yes, it's a good hand. It's a really nice hand, actually. Turn 3 Infiltrator, possibly turn 4 Vestige. Otherwise, we get to leave up Horribly Awry, which is also not too shabby. So, kind of want him to just play like a Gnarlid or something I can counter here. Alright, that's gonna work. Kind of hope he needed that. Alright, drop the Infiltrator. I actually could have played the Looming Spires there to set up for like a Vestige or a Incubator Drone, but I think this is gonna work. Stonehaven Medic. That's interesting. Alright. Well, let's get in there. So now I kind of want to play the Incubator Drone to set up for an early Deathless Behemoth. See if we get sheer dropped. Guess it's possible. All right, it's acceptable. I mean, I like my Infiltrator. Pecks away, but this'll do. All right, well, gonna need another land to play that Deathless Behemoth when we want it to, but I definitely think Incubator Drone is the best way to set up for a Deathless Behemoth when we want it. Drana's Emissary is a super strong card. Alright, Sentinel's a bit of a bummer. We're just going to play the Cloud Manta to block the Emissary, or at least keep it at bay. Definitely want a land pretty badly here. I might just Stone Fury the Emissary if I draw the land. We're not in a huge rush to play Behemoth now. I'd rather just stabilize. Give myself some protection here. Alright. Yeah, I don't think we're in a huge rush to play the Deathless Behemoth now. Especially since I think we'll hit another land and I don't mind having the Scion. So let's just Stone Fury the Emissary. Which is fine. Our opponent does get to scry. But now we're beating in from above. I guess our opponent gets to gain some life. But I kind of want to keep my Scion. Didn't gain the life there, so I'm glad opponent missed that. Alright, sheer drop number 2. Gonna be acceptable. Might just drop the Deathless Behemoth now. Vestige is looking decent on this board too. I guess he just gets to double block it and I have to trade with a 3/3, but debating whether I want to like tightening coils as land or something so I can not even risk losing Behemoth, because right now he could triple block Behemoth and kill it and I only get to take out a couple things. And I feel like Behemoth's pretty important here. Mindraker. No value, though, which is good. So, did get the land. I can go Vestige plus Tightening Coils. Problem is I don't really want to trade a Behemoth for a Mindraker and a Catacomb. Well, yeah, I don't. Does he, though, is the question. Does my opponent want to trade? My opponent could triple block. I can take out a Sifter and a Mindraker for a Deathless Behemoth. It's not a great trade. My opponent only has one card left. The problem is he's just going to get to scry for days if I Tightening Coils the Mindraker. I just Behemoth. He blocks with it, or a Scion, scries, chills. But losing my Behemoth just seems horrible here. It's just too good. Basically, Tightening Coils, giving him a chump block, letting him scry also seems bad, but it still seems worse to lose my Behemoth. Does he want to lose his Sifter, his Mindraker, though, is the question. And to be honest, I don't know the answer. I feel like he might be willing to. I mean, it's possible I can get my Behemoth back. I don't know what's worse. Would he play around a combat trick, too? That's a question. It just feels like Tightening Coils, a Mindraker, is such a waste. Because he's just going to block with it and scry. I lose a card. He gets to scry. He gets a chump block. I think I have to be willing to trade a Behemoth for a Mindraker and a Sifter. All right. I'm not even entirely convinced he'll do it. We'll see. All right, he did do it. But like I said, Tightening Coils on a Mindraker is just so bad. Like, I'm still going to get a Vestige and a Kozilek Sentinel out of this. So I'm getting a couple guys. I'm killing a couple of his guys also, which is good. I have the means to get back Deathless Behemoth. I have more big dudes. Him getting to just scry for days is also bad. He only gets to scry once. I don't know. It's debatable. All I know is Tightening Coils on a Mindraker there is just horrible. Just lets him buy more time to scry. Block, scry, next turn block with Scion, scry. It just lets him dig and draw. Like, there was a chance I think, honestly, because I deliberated so long, if I had, like, just snap attacked, he might have been less willing to block. He knew I didn't have a combat trick because I thought about it so long. I should have just been more deliberate and attacked. All right. Second Tightening Coils, the Beastmaster. It's unfortunate. I'm going to play the land. So, still can't play Devastator, but that's kind of what we're aiming for now. So he's got archive now, so I think we're in actual trouble. Well, this does help. So now we can at least play Devastator too. Still can't attack into a Beastmaster though. Alright, just getting value. That was huge value for him there. Still hasn't cracked the archive, which is worrisome. I wonder if that means he's got like Ulamog or something big. Breaker of Armies. So he's just playing junk value. Opponent's got... We're not in a great... Yeah, now we're in a horrible spot. That was awful. Main deck Dutiful Return is so unusual too. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think we can win this anymore unless we draw Devastator right now. We got to draw Devastator right now. Main deck Dutiful Return, like I said, super unusual, super unusual. It's just a bummer there. And Tightening Coils just looks so terrible this entire game. I almost want to take it out. It's just been awful. He hasn't even cracked his archive yet. I don't even know how we could possibly win this, even if I were to draw Devastator there. Turn Against does nothing. Does actual nothing. If he had another flyer, it would do something, but... Now I just want him to play another Drana's Emissary. Or a flyer at least. Him not cracking Archive 2 is... I guess I should have saved my lands for that Geopede. Him not cracking Archive is blowing my mind. The fact that he doesn't even need him. It tells me like he's got Ulamog. Otherwise, I see absolutely zero reason for him not to crack Archive. So I think he's got Ulamog or something in there. Or like Breaker of Armies. But even Breaker of Armies... No, I guess he would want the Archive for that. I would kill for him to play another Emissary. Just drawing hot value. There's our Devastator. Too little, too late, I fear. I think he's got enough attackers to kill us now. We'd have to hit him so many turns with Devastator. Yeah, I really didn't want to see that either. Awful, awful, awful draw. Okay, well, this game did not go our way. In fact, I would say it went the complete polar opposite of going our way. It went completely not our way. This was awful. I felt like we were down this whole time. We got so outvalued, it was painful. Why is he blocking like this? Why don't you just take 8? I don't get it. No idea why he's blocking. So I guess I can steal the... This isn't even... It's only 8. What am I missing? I don't get it. That's weird. It's not even lethal on it. Is it? What am I missing? Even if he had put lethal on it, I could have just turned against it. He didn't know that, but why would he? I don't get it. It was just an all-around very strange, very, very strange block. The funny thing is we're still almost assuredly going to lose. I don't know how I did I already use Stone Fury? Yeah, I've used Stone Fury. I have no other means to kill. This game is officially unwinnable. There is no way to beat the Drana's Emissary. I guess not unwinnable. He has to play pre-combat. He has to pre-combat play a flyer that trades with Drana's Emissary. And then I can do it. I don't even think it's worth showing him the turn against. I don't have any means to beat him, like I said. So I think we just, like I could turn against. The funny thing is, I can't even turn against his Drana's Emissary and block and kill his stupid guy. All of his guys are like perfectly set up to not do that. All right, I mean, I could steal something and live here, but I don't want him to know about turn against, although I'm probably taking turn against out. Maybe I have to leave it in. It just seems really bad against our opponent, though. I guess stealing Drana's Emissary and blocking other things in the future might be okay for us. All right. Yeah. Kind of want to take out tightening coils. I don't think it's good enough. Could bring in Rush of Ice. I like it more than tightening coil since I net a creature out of it. And 3/3s actually seem pretty good in this match. Decent, at least. Having a lot of high end seems good against him too. Because he's got complete disregards, but he doesn't have a lot of means to deal with big stuff. And might have just lost the game by... Well, I don't think so, actually. I was going to say I might have lost the game by letting him trade a Sifter and a stupid Mindbreaker for a Deathless Behemoth. But like I said, if I had Tightening Coils the Mindbreaker, he would have just blocked, he would have scryed, he would have played it to Juru Beastmaster, so he still would have gotten a high value block for it the next turn. In fact, I would have had to 1-for-1 a Behemoth for a Beastmaster if I had attacked, which wouldn't have been good anyway. I'm trying to think. Might be all I have. I'm not sure I've got more stuff that can deal with Drana's Emissary. I think we're going to have to keep it the same and try again. I wish I had more. Opponent's got a really good deck, too, this opponent. Yeah, gotta keep it. His hand is pretty good. I'm probably going to have to use Horribly Awry on a 2-drop again, because I got to play Molten Nursery, which is going to let him play an Emissary or a Sifter, but I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, we're going to counter it. Guess I could let it... No, our mana's too busy. All right, well, we've got plays. All right, it's good value for him, I got to admit. I must admit. All right, Geopede's a card. So if we draw lands or colorless spells, we can push some damage through. Uh-oh. Yeah. It's a big deal. Alright. Well, let's play the land and offer the trade. Trying to think if I don't want to offer the trade. See, yeah, I guess we don't offer the trade. Alright, removal spell. How about that? Opponent's deck is super high value. Double Sheer Drop, Myers Malice. A lot of good cards in there. Alright. It's not the end of the world. So if he attacks with Mortuary Mire, we take it because we brought in Rush of Ice. So I could tap that down, attack with both, and potentially kill him. But that's not what he's interested in. Alright. He's playing it safe. We can definitely get there. Lands and colorless spells are good. Alright, there's our land. If I'd gotten a colorless spell, I would have killed Emissary and attacked. But I guess, once again, he could have just double blocked. Alright. It's not the end of the world. So if he attacks with everything, he's in some danger too. I would think we would just kill the Sifter. Okay, seems good. Yeah, I think we can just trade here. Start getting some dragons unless he kills our outcast. He's got multiple complete disregards, so there's a decent chance, but I obviously can't take 6 damage. Yeah, it's a bummer, but bummers happen. Yeah, absolutely not what I wanted to see. Not good enough. But I guess we get one more shot. Possibly not even that. He just basically any removal spell and we're dead. But I have to chump Beastmaster and then I have to draw a colorless spell. No, we lose. All right. Bummer. Huge bummer. Really wish we could have stolen this game, but just didn't pan out for us the way I would have hoped. So pretty disappointed. Opponent's deck was good, though. But like I said, ending when your opponent's at 1 life is just really a really sad bummer. All right. Well, sad bummer, but that's okay. Opponent's deck was good. Tried our best. I thought our deck was pretty good, too. Came close there, but just not quite good enough. All right. Back to Swiss. We'll see you then.